Hi, I'm Doug Smith, the Principal Data Scientist for SMS's Think Analytics team. I'm here to explain the role and value that analytics plays in sales management support. I'll explain our pipeline metrics, also known as factored value. I'll share details about propensity to close models, and I'll introduce brand new concepts that we're leading on pipeline quality and health. We're in a time of massive change, and here in SMS, we're exploring every avenue to identify new and better ways to work with our stakeholders. Advanced business analytics will be taking a far more prominent role here in the near future. IBM has transformed and embraced its role as the world's foremost analytics company. For me, however, my sales role is working with your pipeline. My analytics role is working with your sales data. As a brief history, SMS grew out of sales operations several years back. And one important artifact remained intact, and that was the computation of a weekly set of metrics known as factored value. Factored value translates today's pipeline into an expected value at quarter end by using past performance, such as opportunity progression, growth, and yield. And after almost 10 years, the concept and the computations are well tested and understood. But we know there are areas we can improve by leveraging new and better techniques. We've embarked on a journey over the past few years to improve the platform and the tools used to compute the projection, and we're searching iteratively to improve both as we drill down to lower levels in the pipeline, as well as to improve high-level accuracy. We recently migrated all the data and computations from legacy systems into SPSS. This allows us to grow with new ideas and to handle challenges in business with far greater flexibility. This is IBM's enterprise tool for data scientists, and it helps us build an automated production system for weekly projections. The platform's flexibility allows us to now test and improve the metrics. It also enables us to respond to changes in the business without disruption, such as the massive brand realignment in the first quarter of 2015. So first, let me explain how the team generates this projection in pieces. Then I'll share more about how we're improving the projections and also how we're generating new business intelligence that will change the way you manage your pipeline in the future. So pipeline metrics, or factored value, is a projection where we think today's pipeline will end up in terms of revenue or signings at quarter end. This is so that you have ample time and runway to change course or perhaps focus time and resources on other challenges. It's broken into two primary components. The first is sales stage conversion factor. We call that SSCF. And it's a metric that provides yield projections by each sales stage from current pipeline based on historical conversion of similar opportunities. Let's take a look at how sales stage conversion factor evolves intuitively throughout the quarter, and it varies uniquely by sales stage. It's quite logical how we see jumps in likelihood of conversion at more advanced sales stages, and how the probabilities vary as the quarter draws to a close. The second component is track factor, and that's a metric that projects pipeline build or growth throughout the quarter and establishes a path for expected growth rate on a weekly basis. It starts high because we expect you to sometimes double or even triple the validated pipeline from the beginning of the quarter. Hence, there's a sort of credit for past growth trends. That credit declines logically as the quarter draws along. This is affected by new growth as well as the impact of rolling opportunities out into future quarters. This is all tracked using the history from the past 4 quarters' performance, and each of these expectations are modified uniquely by brand and region. So how does all of this work? We split the historical pipeline into very small, very similar pieces. The technical term would be homogeneous. We break it down by 4 sales stages, 3 different deal sizes, 3 customer sets, 33 sub-brands, and 20 IMTs. It sounds complex, right? Well, it's roughly 25,000 slices of pipeline. And we do this each week using 3.5 million individual data points to establish an accurate and valid historical basis for our projections. And in the end, we build 2.4 million unique projections every year to support sales. So in reality, how does it work? Both for current quarter as well as next quarter, each week the team splits out these historical slices, applies them to today's pipeline to generate that expected value of that slice. So as an example, we have a value for enterprise accounts, small deal sizes for storage, in qualified sales stage, in UKI, and we compute this all the way down to the opportunity level. Then we roll the data back up to provide a higher level view of that projection. For example, when you begin to roll up a view for storage across Europe, this data will become more and more accurate as you build up to those higher level projections. Why is it so accurate at the high level? Well, it's simple laws of large numbers and consistency in the history that drive better results in the metric. However, as I stipulated earlier, the team is making advances on a regular basis to improve the data and technology at every level. In practice, these pipeline metrics should be used as a tool to help drive actions and guide behavior. The intention is to provide directional insights, to help manage your weekly sales meetings, not so that they're dissected into all of the low-level components. Doing so would be misleading. And like all sales tools, an adequate level of your personal judgment is really prudent. So the next tool I'll talk about is something we call propensity to close. This is another application of advanced analytics that SMS provides, and something we also call P2C, propensity to close model. These are developed to help sellers and sales managers identify those opportunities with the highest statistical likelihood or propensity to convert to a win this quarter. The models, like most predictive analytics, are based on historical performance of opportunities in the pipeline to establish what I'd call behavioral expectations on the unique opportunities in today's pipeline. The models leverage attributes such as deal size, recent movement of opportunities, and other factors that are particularly influential in driving sales outcomes. Specifically, the models identify patterns common to successful opportunities, and they help differentiate and separate them from opportunities that are less likely to close. The result is a P2C indicator that places every opportunity into one of 5 quintiles. Think of them as the top 20%, which is quintile 1, the second 20%, and so on, where the highest rated opportunities indicate a far higher likelihood to convert to a win in the current quarter. Likewise, the modeling is also done and applied to next quarter opportunities. How does that help? Well, if you're juggling too many demands and you need to ferret out a list of the opportunities most likely to result in a successful outcome, these analytics can augment your decision making and help optimize your results. So let's move on to what's next. IBM is fueling an analytics revolution across the globe. There are tremendous opportunities to harness analytics, but within IBM, the time is upon us to deliver to a new set of standards. We've built the foundation, instrumenting core sales and marketing processes with tools like Sales Connect and Unica. We have SPSS Modeler and a suite of related tools to perform advanced analysis. And now we have Watson Analytics, which is coming with new capabilities to help us rapidly test and deploy analysis and data visualizations where business users can actually interact, explore, and fine-tune the insights to best meet their individual needs. We're on the verge of being able to realize the fruits of the past decade of corporate evolution, putting analytics in action seamlessly within the company. In global SMS analytics, we're testing these waters by deriving what I call smart, compact metrics. These are new, and they can be used to understand the state of your pipeline with a simple set of indicators. Those indicators will help you quickly establish what is currently good and identify the trouble spots requiring more of your attention. For example, there are well-known drivers of opportunity success and attributes that signal impending success or failure. Deal age is one of those that is well known to be unique and powerful. Age can send strong signals for each opportunity, and we're using SPSS to identify by brand and geography, as well as by deal size, where age makes the most difference in terms of success. Hence, a metric on the mix of young versus old opportunities can be a powerful yet simple indicator of the state of your pipeline. We're measuring another metric called PACE, and yet another one that looks at the composition of your roadmaps. These, in combination, will let you know if things have been trending in the positive or negative direction in terms of pipeline quality. If you assume higher quality means a higher likelihood to win. Using smart methods, we can assert whether today's pipeline is of higher or lower quality and to what degree we expect it to over or underperform last year's results. This is an entirely new way of looking at your pipeline. Using these indicators in combination provides a far greater amount of insight and a unique view of the pipeline that you may want to investigate. A pipeline that's underperforming, might be lagging according to the projections, may actually have a substantially positive age profile or pace profile, moving quickly. And that would provide a higher level of confidence for you that the current pipeline could perform better than you expect. The analytics team is leveraging all of these metrics together to refine both the projection of the pipeline value, as well as to provide a more insightful representation of the pipeline for our stakeholders. So what's new about this? Why is it different? Well, it's a leap forward where we're integrating human experience and knowledge with vast amounts of historical data to produce more than a report, to advance reporting to a new level of what I think of as automated insights. This is where analytics, machine learning, and artificial intelligence play. It's where we can begin to bypass the mundane interpretation of tables of numbers and begin to interact more seamlessly with the information at our fingertips. It's a space of exploration, of testing, and of learning, and it's not far away. SMS is shadowing IBM's larger journey to become an analytics-driven organization, where business intelligence fuels smart decisions and where relevance is measured in terms of business value. The goal for us is to find the best ways to provide this data to ensure a deeper understanding of the underlying pipeline data. We're using analytics now so that stakeholders can be confident when making complex decisions. Sales pipeline health, propensity to close, and factored value are all part of the mix of available analytics. Additionally, tools like Watson Analytics will be used to seamlessly interact and to explore the underlying data, even down to the line item level. In the future, I trust you'll begin to develop new ways to work with your pipeline, which indicators are most valuable to you, and to help us as a team refine our analytics to drive the best sales performance for the entire company. Thank you.